What's up guys, Claydragon29 here again. Today I'm actually going to take you through Chronomaly's deck that I actually was watching on Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, and I thought that I would try and put a deck together and see how it went. And I'm not going to lie, it was a bit inconsistent, but you know what, it was a lot of fun to run. So basically the aim of this deck, if I'm honest, is just to bring out, the aim that I made for the most part was to bring out the XYZs, which were number 33 Chronomaly Machu Mech and number 6 Chronomaly Atlando. And they were pretty good. I mean, like in this duel, I get a pretty good starting hand. And you know, going straight into Atlando, whose effect is that when he's summoned, you can choose a target number monster in your graveyard, equip it to this card, and it gains half the attack points of that monster, so it's pretty handy. Like with Machu Mech, that's at least a 1,200 point boost. So he's got two Amazon Fighting Spirits on the field, which is a bit frustrating for me, but luckily what I'm able to do here is that I got Tula Guardian and my Atlando, which have got me, really good stead already. But the deck itself is quite good. It's got a really nice OTK, which I find to be quite an entertaining one, actually. But overall, it probably could be better. Anyway, I was with Machu Mech, and I'm going to use my combo here, which is with Miniguts. So, just to kind of explain for you quickly, Miniguts itself, you contribute one monster you control to choose one monster your opponent controls, and that monster loses all its attack points. Then if one of your monsters destroys it by battle, your opponent loses life points equal to the difference, like loss. So say his Amazonas Paladin lost 1,700 attack points, so he would lose an extra 1,700 damage through Miniguts. But with Machu Mech's effect, I can then inflict even more damage. So basically any monster that would relatively have 1,900 attack points at the start of that turn, you could do an OTK on, which is incredible. So basically he knows that he's screwed, so yeah. I must admit, this is probably one of the funnest decks that I've used. I'm not going to lie. It's been a thoroughly entertaining deck, just for the amount of cool combos that you can pull off, and just the amount of, well, it's not really troll, the cool cards that you can bring out. And so, as you'll see in these duels, I kind of experimented with a few cards. I don't really run Stonehenge methods anymore. I find that it's not really that consistent, and more times than not, my Chronomaly monsters are too strong to be destroyed by battle, with the way that I bring them out. But anyway, this guy, I've got no idea. I didn't realize what the hell deck he was running, because he went Rescue Rabbit into two Mad Lobsters, and that just confused the hell out of me. But anyway, I'm going to almost pull off a combo here. See, because he's got 1,700 attack points with that duck, it's going to keep him with just the smallest amount left, because their Miniguts activate, so it leaves him with 500. So all I need is monster with 1,900 left. So I've got, but Machu Mech, he keeps the attack boost. So Machu Mech's incredibly strong, but he's got super polymerization, so not much I can really do about that. So now he's got Shining and Zen mains on the field, and I'm just thinking, what the hell do I do? Then I remember, I can do Chronomaly City Babylon. Once per turn, you can banish one Chronomaly monster from your graveyard to target another one with the same level and special summon it. So that's a really handy saver sometimes. But now he's got Levier, I'm just like, no, because we all know he's going to bring back Rescue Rabbit. So the sooner I get it, the better. Stonehenge method into Golem, and I'm just hoping now, I'm just praying for a good draw, and I pull Crystal Skull. Of all the cards, it's just an amazing draw, because then I contribute it to go Soul Monolith, banish one, bring back Mask Golem. He's got an exchange fitting room, it's not going to do anything. Atlando's effect's going to bring back Machu Mech, and that'll give me enough attack points to attack for game. So that was pretty lucky, I'm not going to lie. So this duel is where I pulled off the OTK, basically, as it actually done. It was against a Mecha Phantom Beast guy who was running a different variant to what I've seen of Mecha Phantom Beasts, but, it wasn't bad by any means. So I mean, he's got War Buren, which I don't actually see a lot of people running, and Scramble Scramble. So both of them pretty surprising. I mean, I had the feeling, since he was running Mecha Phantom Beast there, that I had a pretty strong hunch it was going to be Hamstrato face down, because they always just seem to have it on their first turn, and, lo and behold, there was Hamstrato. And then he goes into War Buren, and I didn't expect this, and then he goes into Starform Dragon. And I found that really surprising. So he's got an MST face down, and a scramble. But I just decided, you know what, kind of just a YOLO moment, really. You only live once, might as well just go for it. And so I decided to go for Machu Mech with the Mini Guts combo, and he goes MST on my Ancient City Babylon, which isn't going to do anything for him, but Machu Mech's effect now gives, not only inflicts 3,200, but gives Machu Mech enough attack points to destroy, and then he would have taken an extra 3,200 life points after that. So that combo actually turned out to be a really good one for that duel. Now against this guy, I had no idea what kind of deck he was running this whole time. I decided to call his deck Random Dragons, because really, I mean, you can see it from his hand, like, what kind of deck is he running? I thought, maybe he's, biding his time with all these face downs and stuff, and he was going to set up for like a Dragon's Mirror, and I was going to have to deal with a 5-head, but it never happened. Now I am absolutely trolling him here by bluffing with 2 Terraforming as my face downs, and I mean, he doesn't really have any monsters to play, but it must be working as an intimidation method. But for some reason, he summons his Luster Dragon in attack mode. For what reason, I cannot understand. He's got a Radiant Mirror Force, which really isn't going to work because I don't generally have that many attack position monsters. So the problem I'm having is that I've got a Crystal Bones in my hand and Soul Monolith, but Crystal Bones effect, which is great. If your opponent controls a monster, you control no ones, you can special summon it. So basically, it's really handy. I can use it with Soul Monolith to go straight into Lando, but I don't want to bring it out. So now he's got a Mirror Force, which I kind of stupidly go into because I finally got a face up, which is good. But yeah, he goes Mirror Force. I figure he's just got another useless trap, but yeah, he proved me wrong. Draws another Fusion Sage, which doesn't do anything for him. But now because he controls a monster and I don't control any monsters, I can go into Crystal Bone. His Crystal Bones effect for Monolith. Put those two together and bang at Lando, which gives me Machu Mech. And then I can use the City, and then I can bring out my Moe as well, and so I can just take out both of his monsters. So that was really handy, but then he pulls a second Mirror Force, and I'm just thinking, are you kidding me? I didn't know that he had it. I mean, if he drew a Dark Magician, I would have been in trouble, because then he could have gone Dark Paladin, and it would have gained attack points. But yeah, I decided to go with Atlando, which turns out to actually be a good choice inadvertently, because he had a Mirror Force and I couldn't attack this turn, but I bring out second Atlando and equip that with Machu Mech, so now I've got 2 really strong monsters, Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment ready, but he draws another Buster Blader, ends his turn, he's only got that Mirror Force to play, so I figure, draw Mini Guts, can't do anything with it, might as well just attack the game. He goes Mirror Force, I Solemn Judgment, and that's game, because there's nothing he can do about it, so yeah, that went quite well. So last duel was again, just like last time, against a 6 Samurai. And again, it wasn't a bad hand for the 6 Sam guy. I just don't think he played it as well as he could have. I mean, he should have just ended maybe with no monsters, because, I mean, he could have used, he just, yeah, shouldn't have played any at all, because now I can just absolutely roll out some big guns here. I go into Machu Mech and proceed to just take us. I thought he had Kagemusha face down after Sheehan Smoke Signal, which I would have thought would be ridiculous, but you never know with these decks. And so he's got a Heavy Storm face down. I don't realize he activates it, but I might as well Judgment it, because I figure if that's the only thing he's got face down, if he's setting Heavy Storms, he's obviously a bit of a novice duelist. Now he's setting Zanji. Don't know why I wouldn't summon it just to take out my monster, but he decides not to. So anyway, I'm not sure what the facing is, so I have to attack it with Machu Mech just to yeah, make sure. Then I might as well just use Golden Jet to level up my monsters in case I draw Soul Monolith. But he draws into another Kizan, and what I don't get is that he could summon Kagemusha and then special summon all 3 Kizans and surely bring out something strong to be able to take out my monsters. But obviously he doesn't think that he can, so that's a bit disappointing. But anyway, that's it for this episode. So just subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be bringing out a deck list of that deck hopefully in the next couple of days for you guys to have a look at. So yeah, it was just a fun duel, but yeah, it's this is Claydragon29 signing out, so see you guys next time.